What's going on, guys? Of course, it is me, Amira Blaze. Welcome to Sin TV Now, the program, of course, where I bring you smart, intelligent news in regards to entertainment, Asian culture, and gaming, all from a multicultural perspective. But guys, I am so sorry for the delays today. I have been having so many problems with the streaming program that I use, which is OBS. I just couldn't for some reason get this game to show up. It was really pissing me off. So I apologize, but I finally got it working. I am gonna be doing a first impression too on this fine controller right here. This controller is called the White Oak Xbox One wired controller. Now, I want to give you guys some advice. If you decide to get this controller, you can buy it on Amazon for around $21, and I've kind of switched from doing a wireless setup to a wired setup because I just kept having too many like interference problems. So that's the reason why I got this controller. Very inexpensive, but if you're gonna use it with Steam, because it does work with Steam, make sure you go into the big picture mode of Steam and configure your controller. Make sure you have the Xbox 360 controller, or they call it X input. Make sure that is activated, and then you want to make sure you calibrate your controllers. I cannot stress that enough. Anytime you plug in a new controller, except for the Xbox 360 controller, Steam kind of recognizes that right away, so you don't have issues. But anytime, I don't care if it's the iBuffalo controller or any of those other like generic kind of controllers out there, you have to make sure that the generic controller support is selected in big picture mode. And once you get that, you gotta calibrate it. Make sure your left, right joystick, your X, Y, BA buttons, and etc., everything is working properly. Without further ado, I would like to welcome you all to the first annual Beat 'em Up and Fighting Awards. So you're probably wondering, what the heck is this all about, okay? So the Beat 'em Up Fighting Awards, okay, is pretty much me giving a appreciation to a two sub-genres within video games that sometimes gets overlooked unless it's like a really popular game. But beat 'em ups were very popular in the 90s, in the 80s, and a little bit in the 2000s, but it became kind of like a subculture. And there's so many great beat 'em up games that people don't talk about anymore, and there's so many good fighting games out there besides Tekken, besides Street Fighter, that don't always get the appreciation. There are many hardworking developers out here, and they are making fantastic games that never get talked about. So that's why I decided to start this award show here on YouTube, and we're gonna start off this month with the nominations, or the nominees for each category. We're gonna start off with Best Beat 'em Up Steam Game, okay? And I'm gonna play through the first 3 levels of every game, so that way you guys have like an idea of why I chose this game as a nominee. In the comments below, guys, please, if you have suggestions for beat 'em up games or fighting games that you feel deserve to be nominated, leave it in the comments below. I think that the beat 'em up and fighting communities, because there still are a lot of communities that love beat 'em up games and fighting games, they don't always get talked about, you know, too. And this is your chance, guys, to have these games featured and to be appreciated. And I'll do my research on them to give you guys some additional commentary while I'm playing through this game. So the first nomination, okay, or nominee for Best Steam Beat 'em Up Game is Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. Okay, so what this is, guys, I actually went on the Steam page for this game. So Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara brings reworkings of two of Capcom's classic arcade hits, Dungeons and Dragons Tower of Doom and Dungeons and Dragons, Shadow over Mystara, together in one definitive digital package. This game is going for the price of only, guys, $14.99, but you can also buy a 4-pack which goes for $44.99. And that, what's really cool about that is you get one copy of the game for yourself, but you also get 3 additional copies that you can send to your friends to enjoy the game. There's also a multiplayer feature with the game, but for me, you know me, I am really not into multiplayer. It is not my zhuzh. It is not my thing. I am more of a single player type of person. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it says, just as in the arcades, up to 4 players will select their character class before doing battle against the mythical beast from the Dungeons and Dragons universe, with a mix of melee, range, and magical attacks. It just depends on the character that you actually choose to play. Okay, so here's additional information about the game coming from Wikipedia, okay? And this is an interesting fact about the game. The Japanese version of the game, exclusive to the PS3 or PlayStation 3, was developed internally at Capcom by the original team and features more accurate emulation than the worldwide release. It also contains exclusive bonus content. So without further ado, guys, here is me playing the Steam version, because you can also get Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. You could get it on the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live Arcade, and Steam. So these games both, the Tower of Doom is the one we're gonna play first. That came out in 1993, and then the Dungeons and Dragons Shadow over Mystara came out a couple years later in 1996. So let's go ahead, guys, and play this kick-ass game. Okay, so this version is completely different from the arcade version, and you can play this game with full controller support, which is really cool. So as you can see, the white oak controller is really working really well. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Like I really like this. So it's a little bit different. So what you can do, guys, is you can actually pick the level that you want, and as you can see, there's not too many in the Tower of Doom. So we're gonna play the first 3 levels here: the Descent from the Broken Lands, the Village of Trintan, and Skies over, it's like Angamore, or it's Agenmore. I did my best here. So let's start from the very beginning with Descent from Broken Lands here, and let me make sure I can see you guys in case if you want to talk to me here. So we're gonna get started here in a moment here. But yeah, guys, I am so excited about this. Oh, I also got the iBuffalo controller, guys, and let me tell you, it is the best controller. I mean, it can play anything, whether it's a Steam game or a fighting game. It's a really well multifaceted controller, and I have really been enjoying it greatly. So yeah, let's go ahead here and alright, so let's start from the very beginning. This is Descent from the Broken Lands. I am Amira Blaze, and hopefully you enjoy today's nominee. So Descent from Broken Lands, you can, and see, unlike the arcade version, you can choose what version of level difficulty. So you have Master, Knight, Apprentice, and Weakling. I'm a Weakling, so we're gonna play this real basic. So let's get started here, guys. So now you can choose your class. So you have Thief, Dwarf, Elf, and Fighter. The cool thing about the Steam version is it tells you the percentage of which class that you play. So let's play the Master Swordsman. 2 years have passed since the battle at the Sable Tower. After defeating the Archlick Demos and bringing peace to the Republican of Republicans. The Republic of Darkin. The heroes now travel. See, the only thing I don't like is you can't really read what they're saying. Everything is really, really fast. And the cool thing is there is a smoothing effect that gives the game just a much better clarity, but it looks kind of muddy to me. But the reason why I really love this game, guys, is it's just a classic beat 'em up, and you really just, you know, I'll explain the controls if you're using an Xbox One or 360 controller. So X allows you to hit arrows, and then the A button is what allows you to attack. On the farthest left-hand side, guys, you can see that I have something called money bags. These are exclusive to the Steam version here from what I see, and it's just achievements for you to kind of reach, so it keeps you more motivated to play the game. You can also kick with the A button. Jump is the B button, and you can also jump and attack. Tower of Doom was one of those games that really pushed the envelope in regards to fighting combos and things like that, and just it's really a very unique game. I really like it. Alright, so whoa, what's going on here? Can we get him? Can we get him? Yes! You want to pick up the hostages here. Very important. Up, we got him. Come on. There we go. That's all I get. Thank you for helping me. Would you mind telling me your name? Alright, so now we can pick a name. You can customize the name, but I like to just use a generic name, so Cratius is my name. I will also die a lot in this game, so I am not a gaming pro, guys, just saying. This game is a pretty tough beat 'em up, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend. So this is stage 2, the village of Triton. So the first level is kind of short. That's kind of expected with a beat 'em up, though, is sometimes the first level is short, but as you go along, your enemies get tougher. And even with me being on weakling level, the enemies do get tougher as you progress through the game itself. And as you can see, this white oak controller, guys, is amazing. I love it so much that I'm gonna buy another one just to have a backup. It's so fluid, and you can also use the joystick, the right joystick. If you double tap it, it allows you to run. Alright, let's see here. Oh shoot. If you see no, that means you have nothing, of course. But as you can see, the enemies, they have their own defensive trackways. So they can take a lot of HP out of you if you're not careful. And also be careful with opening chests, guys, because this is one of the very first games too to have status ailments in this, because most of the beat ups that I've played prior to this one, there was no kind of status ailments. Like there was one time I opened up a chest and there was poison, and guys, let me tell you, that sucked so bad. Like I ended up dying because of that. So we got one more. Oh no. Okay, we gotta jump. We gotta make sure we get away from those arrow guides. Alright, so oh, what's going on?
You dare rise against us? Come, my warriors.
Yes, sir.
Go faster, you dogs.
Oh no, we are kind of screwed. So you gotta make sure that you jump and attack. You gotta be careful though, because they have some sharp edge. So up, and then you want to press the Y button. So we'll use that. That's our special attack. So that only comes once. I mean, come on, how you gonna burn a village in this bitch? Like, come on, guys. And be careful of that flamethrower too. So I would say jump and attack is going to be your best bet. But as you can see, I really suck at games. I really do suck. Up. Alright, so when you die, you just want to make sure you hit the start button. And I'm gonna play through every class, so you have 16 seconds to pick. So we'll jump. So the cleric is the weakest to me. They do have like a power called bless, which kind of helps them get a little bit stronger there. Oh, there we go. I think we got him. You won't survive this attack. Chew on this.
What? The war machine! Ah!
Sucks to be you. Oh! There we go. That's like my favorite part of the game right there. So not too bad. 4100, I can't complain. So every time you die, you have to get a new name here. So we are Greldun. Oh, we have, oh, and this is when beat 'em ups really started in like the early part of the 90s. This is when beat 'em ups started to get really complex, because prior to that, like in the 80s, like yeah, you had like River City Ransom and stuff, which had like a beat 'em up and RPG element. But in Tower of Doom, what's really unique is you can level up. So it wasn't just beating up enemies. I'll show you this level because it's really cool. But you also have that Dungeons and Dragons element where you can choose your path. This is very similar, like we'll be playing the game Golden Axe, and in Golden Axe you have that same option where you can choose like your path and things like that. But Golden Axe is a great game. If you are into the beat 'em up genre and you have not played Golden Axe, you are really missing out. Just like this game here is really awesome. I just wish they would make like a beat 'em up like Capcom. Like, I think it would be really cool if Capcom made a beat 'em up like compilation. That would be so kick-ass. But that's why I like Steam, because Steam really has opened me up to games that I've never really played. All right, so we got striking. Alright. So that was the cleric. My favorite is the elf. I love the elf. Not as strong as the fighter, but she's kind of half and half, where ooh, look at these dogs are just, or hellhounds as they're called. I'll show the magic attack. Oh, I love it. But with each character, you can only use a certain attack for so long. Oh, I totally should have not done that. There we go. And then once it's gone until the next level. And the other thing that's good too about the game that I like is the graphics. I mean, this game was made in the early 90s, but it's still holding up pretty well for an arcade style beat 'em up. And the emulation is really good with this game. I think you know, they did a good job. Oh no, what the heck? Alright, so there we go. I always pick up money too. Like, the more you save, because after you beat certain levels of the game, then what happens is you go to a store area where you can get additional weapons. I wish they had power-ups though. That would be pretty cool. Oh, we're crashing through. What the heck is this thing? Whoa! Oh no. Alright, we got another boss. We got the Dark Warrior. Ooh, he is no joke. Oh, I'm totally gone. Alright, so that was the elf. So let's try the dwarf. Dwarf is more of your tank class. You gotta be careful with him though. This guy's got some like serious lightning attacks. Just trying to finish him off the fastest way I can. Use those arrows to your advantage. Man, he's really kicking my ass. But see, the hardest thing about Dark Warrior 1 is his lightning attacks, as well as, oh, we got a new achievement, Stomptastic. Alright, so that was the dwarf. Let's use the magic user. Not my favorite. Probably one of the weakest in the game here. His physical attack, of course, really sucks, so we're almost done with him here. Up. Got him. Just trying to pick up shit as you can. Alright. And the game kind of seems a little bit rushed though, but that's okay. I enjoy playing it anyway. I like to play a warm-up game before oh, we learned reverse gravity. Interesting. Alright, so this is the shop area, so you can pick up additional items. But I won't need anything, so you want to save your coins. Thank you very much. Come again. No, you slut. I don't want to come again. Never. No. Stupid. Ooh, look at that. Look at that handsome king. Wow. You know me and my older man complex. So we gotta go investigate something. Here to the south lies, it's like Ralphilion. You should start your investigation there. And he prepared a skyship for us in good fantasy fashion, but I think something's gonna go terribly wrong. Alright, so we'll play one more stage here. So this is stage 4. This is like one of my favorite levels in the game. Oh, so we got shadow elves. Let's see here. Oh, what the heck? You gotta really... I think there's a key for these. You gotta be careful of these shadow elves. They have serious teleportation. Get that jewel. Alright, so we got a harpy. Man, be careful of the gust of the harpy here. Man, you can't even get near. Oh, we got level up. So that's our next achievement. Man, he is not giving me a chance. Alright, let's really... Ah, shoot. Alright, so we're gonna play the Thief. Thief is also another class I really like playing too. So you just want to get... You gotta be careful of that attack too. Man, this harpy is really kicking my ass. Yeah, you gotta be careful of this gust. The harpy has this terrible gust attack. Man. Just gotta kinda... I hate... This is one of the levels I hate in the game. Because this harpy is a pain in the ass. Oh, come on. Of course. Alright, so we've played all the classes, so let's go back to the fighter. You want to get the harpy while it's down, like seriously. Alright. Just you want to jump up and knock it down. But then of course you have this annoying... Yeah, once you knock it down, you want to... Alright, so we got Apprentice. Select some of this stuff. Try to take advantage here. Alright, we defeated the harpy. Alright guys, so that's the first nomination for the Beat 'em Up Fighting Awards. This was Dungeons and Dragons to play once you kind of learn the controls, but the toughest thing is defense in this game. So defense is never fun in this game itself here. So I will pick through all the suggestions that you guys give, and then you guys get to pick the winner via a Twitter poll, or just let me know what, you know, who you think deserves the Freaks and Geeks award. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. This was a great game, and next time we're gonna play the other half, which is called Mystara. So we'll be playing that so you guys can see maybe some of the improvements from the other game. But like I always say, guys, remember to get smart and stay informed.